So, okay. Um, so I just want to talk to all the nation leaders, all the countries, and understand that you guys own nothing. You absolutely do not own the property that the land. You don't own the people. You don't own the land. Okay? I own the land and the people. All right? Michael and I rule and reign over the land and the country and the people. By my dad's spirit. And whatever I pray for, he's going to do. Because whatever I pray for is righteous and holy. And he knows, like, if I hear something and it got to be taken care of, he's like, I'm on it. Before she even finished her prayer, he knows, like, and that's what I'm saying. In my heart, all I got to do is be like, in my heart, I'm like, Dad, this fool got it. You understand? Before I even, he's like already punching them in the head in their spirit. And so then they become depressed and all of that stuff. And then gradually he starts bringing to pass what he told them in their head, that you just messed up. Oh, you just messed up now. My dad's like, give me something to do. Give me something to do. It's like, Ayana, don't pay attention to these fools. I got them. Stop. Don't even open your mouth. Don't sweat the small stuff, because I got them. I gotcha. They were sitting there like, even if they're countries away and they got an ill thought about me, it's like, God is... Okay, so listen. The parable of the rich fool. Okay? Rich fool. That's why any man who has money, it doesn't mean he's powerful. He can't do anything. He can pay somebody $1 million to try and come get me, but it ain't going to happen the way he thinks it's going to happen. So he is better off repenting and saying, you know what? $1 million, I can build a whole new apartment complex or houses, a whole neighborhood or something in Africa, and live and be blessed. But they cursed themselves. These men and women cursed themselves so bad. Oh, it's going to be terrible. You guys are going to see these people. It's going to be terrible. The plagues and the bumps and scabs and the sickness coming, making its way to the outside. Like, the sickness is hidden. And somewhere in my scripture it says that the sins of the people is hidden, but it doesn't show itself right away. But later is going to be what's done in the dark. It starts coming out. And so what's done in the dark part of the heart, it will start showing, manifesting itself on people's looks and in their lives. Okay? So a man in the crowd said to Love, Teacher, tell my brother to divide with me the property our father left us. And Love answered him, Friend, who gave me the right to judge or to divide the property between you two? And she went on to tell them, Watch out and guard yourselves from every kind of greed, because your true life is not made up of the things you own, no matter how rich you may be. Then Love told them this parable. There was once a rich man who had land which bore good crops. He began to think to himself, I don't have a place to keep all my crops. What can I do? This is what I will do. This is what I will do. He told himself. He thought to himself, I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones where I will store the grain and all my other goods. Then I will say to myself, lucky man, you have all the good things you need for many years. Take it easy in life now. Retire, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself. But God, my father, said to him, you fool, this very night you will have to give up your life. This very night you will die. Then who will get all these things you have kept for yourself? The poor. The riches of the wicked are stored up for the righteous. And Love concluded, this is how it is with those who pile up riches for themselves, just was speaking about this, but are not rich in my sight and God's sight. I hate evil. I hate stingy people. I hate the spirit of stingy human beings because they don't believe that love will repay them for the good that they did. Then this stupid fool of a man decide I'm going to keep it in that, and then I'm just going to sit back and watch everybody else suffer. But I have enough for myself. I just had that talk. He was better off saying, you know what? I'm storing this up for the people in my town, my hometown, or whatever. People curse a man who stores up and doesn't sell in time of need. But the one who sells in time of need, that man is blessed. Everyone is blessed, will be blessed. That bless the poor people and make them smile. Because poor people, if they're poor long, and sometimes not long, they knew where they went wrong. You ain't got to tell them about where they went wrong. They know they sinned against God and man. They just need a helping hand up. And this is why I tell my lovebirds. I say to my lovebirds, and I also tell you not to worry about food you need to stay alive or about the clothes you need for your body. Life is much more important than food and the body, much more important than clothes. Look at the crows. They don't plant seeds or gather or harvest. They don't have storage rooms or barns. You see, the wicked, they store, food is going to be scarce. And because they're scared because of the punishment. They're in fear of punishment. But I ain't storing up no food. I'm more precious to my father than these birds. And they don't say, oh, a storm is coming. We better store up some food. And that's how precious that that my lovebirds are to me. My prayers for my people are that Dad, make sure their food, they have clothes, and those that love me, they have food and clothes, and they receive me as those that receive me and believe on me. Believe that I am the beloved of God, the Holy One. Listen. To conclude, you must all have the same attitude and the same feelings. Love one another and be kind and humble with one another. You are your brother's keeper. Do not pay back evil with evil or cursing with cursing. Instead, pay back with blessing, because a blessing is what God's promised to give you when I called you. And you guys know who you are. When I called you, blessings come with me when I called you. As the scripture says, if you want to enjoy a good life and wish to see good times, you must keep from speaking evil and stop telling lies. Stop telling lies to people that you know are going to hell. Stop encouraging them in evil. You must turn away from evil and do good. You must strive for peace with all your heart. For the Lord God watches over the righteous and listens to their prayers, but he opposes those who do evil. Who will harm you if you are eager to do what is good? But even if you should suffer for doing what is right, how happy you are. Don't be afraid of anyone, and do not worry. When you know in your heart you're doing good, don't be afraid of anyone, because my dad knows what's in your heart. But have fear of God in your hearts and honor love as your Lord. Be ready at all times to answer anyone who asks you to explain the hope that you have in love. But do it with gentleness and respect. Keep your consciences clear so that when you are insulted, those who speak evil of your good conduct as followers of love will become ashamed of what they say. And I've put a lot of people to shame that spoke evil of what they saw me doing. For it is better to suffer for doing good, if this should be my Father's will, than for doing evil. For love died for sins once and for all, a good man on behalf of sinners, in order to lead you back to myself and back to my kingdom. She was put to death physically, but made alive spiritually. And in her spiritual existence, she went and preached to the imprisoned spirits, because I'm a spirit. I preached to the people in the jails all over the world. These were the spirits of those who had not obeyed God. And when she waited patiently during the days that Noah was building his boat. Yep, these were the spirits of those who had not obeyed God when he waited patiently during the days that Noah was building his boat. The few people in the boat, 8 in all, were saved by the water, which was a symbol pointing to baptism, which now saves you. Meaning baptized by the water, the words, water that comes out of my mouth, living water, my spirit. It is not the washing off of the bodily dirt, but the promise made to God from a good conscience, meaning your loyalty to me with a clean conscience. You can come to me, my lovebirds could come to me with a clean conscience because they got everything out. They prayed everything. They took accountability for every evil work that they did when they were the walking dead. Okay? It saves you through the resurrection of love, who has gone to heaven and is at the right side of God, ruling over all human beings and heavenly authorities and powers. Mm-hmm. And this is where it says, since love suffered physically, you too must strengthen yourself with the same way of thinking that she had, because whoever suffers physically in the flesh is no longer involved with sin. From now on, then, you must live the rest of your earthly lives, your lives on this earth, lives controlled by my laws, okay, and not by human desires, like fleshly desires. You have spent enough time in the past doing what the heathens like to do. I think you guys are, my lovebirds are older, usually. Okay, they spent enough time in Hollywood doing. They had enough. Okay, you have spent enough time in the past doing what the heathens like to do. Your lives were spent in indecency, lust, drunkenness, orgies, drinking parties, and the disgusting worship of idols. And now the heathens are surprised when you do not join them in the same wild, reckless living. And so they insult you. But they will have to give an account. But they will have to give an account of themselves to God, who is ready to judge the living and the dead, the walking dead. This is why the good news, love, was preached also to the dead, the walking dead, to those who have been judged in their physical existence as everyone is judged. It was preached to them so that in their spiritual existence, they may live as God lives, as love lives. So when I'm like, Dad, you see what they did? My dad gets them spiritually. And if they're wise, they'll call out to God, the Father of love, please forgive me in the name of love. The Father of Ayana, forgive me in her name. Like, forgive me. And that wakes them up. So I just want in there, guys, and tell you that you still got breath. There's still time. There's still time. You don't have to continue in the suffering while you still have breath. Today is the day of salvation. Those who can hear my voice, come. Wake up, O sleepers. Wake up. O dead people, wake up and come. Come to me. Pray to my Father in my name and receive life. Okay, I love you guys. I'm getting hungry. So anyway, yes. Blessings to all of you lovebirds. Soon. That's all I could say. My dad's saying soon. So soon. I love you. Mwah. Mwah. Good night. Love you. Bye.